Sabbath. Why Sunday instead of Saturday? The third commandment declares the seventh day of the week as a day dedicated to God, in which all are to cease from work. This day is called Sabbath, an Hebrew word which signifies cessation. To keep the Sabbath, therefore, means to cease from labor and rest. But the Sabbath is the seventh day, which is Saturday. Why then do most Christians gather to worship God on a Sunday? Is this not a violation of God's command? Or is it a decision to worship the sun on that day, since it is Sunday? Scriptural and apostolic basis. The evangelists stated in their gospel accounts that on the first day of the week, the resurrection of the Lord occurred. Compare the Gospel of St. Mark, chapter 16, verse 2, Matthew, chapter 28, verse 1, Luke, chapter 24, verse 1, and John, chapter 20, verse 1. Sunday is therefore a day of commemorating the resurrection of Jesus, who died on a Friday and rose on a Sunday. In Acts of the Apostles, chapter 20, verse 7, and 1 Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 2, Luke and Paul also pointed to the gathering of the Christian community on the first day of the week. The first day of the week was what St. John referred to as the Lord's Day in the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 10. Hence, another name for Sunday is the Lord's Day. Historical-cultural influence. The development of this day, however, is not without history and cultural influence. By the 2nd century, Christians had embodied another meaning for the Lord's Day. This was because the title Lord was applied to the Roman Emperor, and Nero was the first to call himself Lord. But when Christians named Sunday the Lord's Day, it was therefore a way of making a profession of faith in Christ Jesus as the Supreme Lord, and meant they could not name Nero or any other emperor Lord. But then, the Romans have a day dedicated for the sun. Is this what we worship on Sunday? Definitely not. Christians called Christ their Son because Jesus rose in renewed splendor on Easter. Therefore, as Easter was the celebration of light and life in the year, so is Sunday a little Easter, which marks the celebration of the everlasting light and life of Jesus for the world. Do Christians still observe the Sabbath? Sabbath is a holy day set apart for God. Christians therefore still keep the Sabbath, but in spirit. However, they acknowledge that all days are potentially holy in Christ. Doing everything in the name of Christ is a way to know and be renewed by a perpetual Sabbath. For the early Christians, refraining from work on Sunday was not essential, but keeping away from works of evil was a way to keep the Sabbath and every day holy. The Jewish Sabbath has been given Christocentric interpretations. The Sabbath is a symbol of the first creation, while the Lord's Day, that is Sunday, is the fulfillment of the new creation. Finally, we have learned from the scriptures that the first day of the week was held sacred and has replaced the Sabbath for 6 reasons. Firstly, Jesus rose on a Sunday. Secondly, Pentecost was a Sunday. Thirdly, Paul ate at the Lord's table on a Sunday. Fourthly, Paul asked the early believers to bring their offering on a Sunday. Fifthly, Jesus appeared to his disciples on a Sunday. Sixthly, people were baptized on a Sunday. Which is better, to just rest on a Saturday or to commemorate the Lord on a Sunday and still rest? May the Lord increase our faith. Peace be with you.